Welcome back to another episode of Shade TV. My name is Marissa Hill, and today we'll be discussing the Billie Eilish collaboration done on the Air Force One Low in the triple white colorway. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back everyone to another unboxing and review. Today we'll be discussing the latest Billie Eilish collaboration done on the Air Force One Low in the triple white colorway. So we'll go through the overview on these, jump into size and fit, followed by how I styled this really simplistic colorway. Then we'll conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. So let's jump right into it. For those of you who already know, Billie Eilish has done many collaborations already with Nike and Jordan brand. So here we have it on the Air Force One. This did release in other colorway options in the black as well as kind of a lighter brown tone. I decided to just pass on those colorways. I wasn't as interested in them. I absolutely think though that Billie did such an incredible job on this color scheme. If you're somebody who doesn't really want to fit the mold of wearing your typical classic Air Force One Low in all white and you want to just differentiate yourself, I feel like this is a great option to have in your sneaker collection. One of the cool parts about the sneaker is the sustainable aspects of it. So a lot of the materials used specifically on this upper are recycled. So as you can see, there are these really just cool kind of cutouts here. And these are fragmented patterns, so different shapes and sizes. You also have this exposed rigidy stitching, so it kind of looks like it's more handmade. Underneath, the material is also a little bit more flexible. It's not your typical leather that we typically have on an Air Force One. And it does have a little bit of a different shade of white. It's a little bit in between kind of an off-white color tone. As we work our way up, the lace lock does have Billie Eilish's logo here in white. We've got clean white laces, leather on the eyes. The eye stays are in a crisp, smooth white colorway. And then we've got Nike Air on the tongue there in that classic white colorway. Let's take a look at those details, then move along to the side paneling. Wrapping around to the side panels, again, we have these really cool cutouts here, and then underneath more of that ripstop nylon. We've got a smooth white leather for the swoosh mark, and then Nike Air is in the classic white tone on top of that white leather. The interior is also on the collar here in white, and then we've got a really cool insole there. So let me just kind of show you what that looks like. It looked like cork to me, but that's actually made out of pineapple fibers, and it's got Billie Eilish and Nike's dual logo on the interior. As we wrap around to the lateral side, we have the classic Air logo on the bottom of the midsole. So on the lateral and medial side, we do have more of that quilted nylon, and as we work our way down to the bottom here, you'll notice that we've got this ripstop nylon, which is typically seen on backpacks. Working our way to the bottom of the midsole, we've got your classic Air Force One logo on the bottom of the midsole in white, and then the bottom of the outsole is kind of cool because it does look like it's been kind of worn. It's got some speckles on the bottom there. Now let's jump and take a look at the box. So we've got Billie Eilish and Nike Air's logo on the top, and Billie Eilish's name on one side of the box as well as Nike, and then it says it's hard to stop once it starts. All right, so for those of you who saw my Drake video, that was the last Air Force One that I did in this beautiful white colorway. I would say that a lot of people have asked which one is better. So for those of you who don't know the price range of both of these, the Billie Eilish are much more affordable than the Drakes, which were a little bit higher in price point. As far as material and quality goes, I would say that the Drakes far surpass these just based upon the fact that the leather is such a high quality, but you definitely paid for it with that pair of sneakers. For this, the quality is a bit lower based upon the fact that you're getting recycled materials on this, and a big majority of the sneaker itself is in this quilted nylon and ripstop nylon, which is definitely a little bit on the cheaper end when it comes to the leather that was used on the Drake pair. All right, so let's take a look at all these details and move along to sizing. All right, so as far as sizing goes, for my Air Force One lows, I always size down just because these do run on the larger size. So I am a men's size 7. Typically I'm a 7.5, but these fit me perfect, sizing just half a size down. All right, so now let's talk about how I styled this just beautiful, clean colorway. For this look, definitely wanted to go all monochromatic with one color. All white is always a safe bet when you are pairing it with some white sneakers. So I decided to dress this one up with this mini skirt and really cool white cropped top for a nice, simplistic, clean look. For this look, it really kind of was giving me Billie Eilish aesthetic. I feel like she's always in really oversized, super comfy clothes. I really wanted to bring some patterns into this since there's a lot of symmetry going on pattern-wise for this silhouette. So I decided to go with this paisley pattern in white and then some olive tone just to kind of bring some color into the mix, since white really pretty much goes with everything. For this look, I wanted to do a really bright, fun pop of color since it's starting to really warm up here in New York. So for this look, I went super bright with this midi dress, and it's got some print on it in a sense where it's textured. So I felt like it worked perfectly because there's so much texture going on this specific shoe. Now let's conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. So these retailed at $130, and you can actually snag a pair of these on the Sneakers app still, depending on your size range, or you can grab these on the resale market a little bit under that retail price point. All right, everybody, that is it for this unboxing and review. My name is Marissa Hill. This is Shea TV. We will catch you on the next episode.
Ooh, it's almost too much to take.